Thanks for the opportunity to talk. From the investment point of view, we've been pretty conservative for the last year. There's a lot of things that have signaled to have a conservative approach. Real interest rates are negative, among other things. We never advocate any client to take any business decision based on taxes. If a business decision makes sense, whether taxes are a consideration or not, that should be a secondary consideration. The main point here is that that's going to be something that will definitely impact in a negative sense the market in general. There hasn't been many instances where taxes have stimulated any economy, and they have not necessarily created any necessary changes in the job area, which is one that stimulates our economy on the tune of 60 to 65%. So whereas taxes will probably impact negatively next year, we have had a very conservative approach. There's always the distinct possibility that next year, upon the fiscal cliff upon us, something very fast will be passed by both chambers of Congress. The evidence is always against a very bad situation. Every time you have such a tax hike as the one that we're envisioning, recession generally ensues.
Mm-hmm. So is most of the clientele in a panic mode, or are they looking to you for advice on what to dispose of, and if whether it's land or businesses or equities or debt instruments?
They're more in a cautious mode, and there's going to be a cautious mode, not just because of the taxes, but the general situation of the market is such that doesn't warrant necessarily too much of an adventure of a risk. The market has signaled at many points that things are not going properly. A winding down of the economy in the U.S. at a 1% clip is not necessarily something that can be considered as a thriving economy. Europe is in a very difficult situation. They've managed to have one more non-successful summit. At one point, they've probably realized that things are not necessarily going in the right direction. So there aren't many bright spots right now. So the cautionary point is taxes, whereas they may be negative and the economy may not be going in the right direction, we would probably be overextended in cash and overweight just simply because we don't know what's going to happen. There may be some opportunity somewhere else, but things are not looking necessarily bright.
Do some of your clients who hold businesses now are they looking to sell them before the end of the year?
No, we haven't heard that. From an estate tax planning point of view, it's a long and protracted process. We have not heard many clients that are saying we're going to take advantage of certain situations just because something is going to come up right now. There may be some cases out there, but that's not something that we have experienced.
Mm-hmm. Is the United States, despite its problems, still regarded as a safe haven for investors in Europe? We've been seeing a tremendous number of people coming from a variety of spots, including Europe, Canada, South America. Even though South America, for example, had been a surging economy, there's been a significant slowdown, particularly in the wake of China. Brazil's biggest customer, for example, slowing its economy down, and regulations have taken form in a way that a lot of people dislike in Brazil, and so we're seeing a lot of Brazilian money here. People buying condos, people buying businesses, commercial real estate. So to circle back is, this region still, despite all of the difficulties, the best act in town, so to speak.
I would agree with you. It was a very large safe haven. At one point in time, some people started talking about Europe in a different sense. I still think it is, and it probably will be. It has the strongest privacy laws in place, and that is in contrast to what's going on currently in Central Europe, including Switzerland. It also has a very strong judicial system, and albeit with the current situation, a very strong political system. Whereas Latin America has improved tremendously from the economic point of view. there's still some room to improve in the other two elements. So we still offer here in the U.S. one of the strongest places, and it is a safe haven. The negative view from some people is that it's the default safe haven. The positive view in our case is that it still is for a lot of valid reasons.
Eli Butnaru, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks very much.
I enjoyed having you here.